For years now, we've had AI that can talk, but now, get ready for AI that can actually do. Today we're going to talk about AI agent skills. This is the technology that's turning our digital assistants from just simple chatbots into real partners that can take action in our world. So what's holding them back today? You know, this quote just nails the core problem with most AI right now. We've built these incredible models, these LLMs that are basically brilliant brains floating in a jar. They've absorbed all this knowledge, but they're completely cut off from the real world. They can't actually do anything with it. So that really brings us to the biggest question of all, right? How do we give that super powerful brain the hands and the eyes it needs to actually interact with our systems, our live data, and our everyday lives?
Well, the answer is a concept called an agent skill. You can think of this as the bridge connecting the AI's ability to think with the ability to actually do something. It's really the breakthrough that gets that brain out of the jar.
So what exactly is an agent skill? Well, it's a neat little package that combines two really important things: instructions, which tell it how to think, and tools, which tell it how to act. And this is the part that you've got to remember. It's not just about giving the AI a tool. It's about giving it the playbook, the step-by-step knowledge on how and when to use that tool the right way.
This analogy just makes it all click. If the LLM is our carpenter, a single tool, like an API call, is the hammer. But a skill is the knowledge of how to frame a wall. It's the whole process. It tells the carpenter when to use the hammer, when to grab the saw, how to measure, what order to do things in. The skill is the actual expertise.
Okay, enough with the theory. Let's make this real with a solid example. I want you to meet TravelBot. It's an AI agent built to be a corporate travel assistant. And, you guessed it, it's powered by these skills.
So a user, let's call him Alex, gives TravelBot a pretty normal request. He needs to book a work trip to Singapore, he's got a budget, he's got a timeline. Now, a simple chatbot would probably just, search Google Flights and call it a day. But an agent with skills, it does something way, way smarter. So here's how the agent thinks. Before it does anything, it actually makes a plan. It realizes, hey, this isn't just a flight search. It needs to check three completely different things: the internal company policy, external flight data, and the user's private calendar. So what does it do? It lines up three different skills to tackle the job in the perfect order.
First up, it uses the policy checker skill. This skill has one single job. Go look inside the company's travel policy PDF and check that budget. And look at that, it confirms the $2,000 is okay. And it even finds out the real allowance is a little higher, at $2,500. Good to know.
Okay, budget's approved. It's on to step 2, activating the Flight Finder skill. This one connects to an external airline API to get live, real-deal pricing. It finds one flight that's way too expensive, but then, bam, it finds a perfect match on Singapore Airlines for $1,850. Awesome!
But hold on, it's not done yet. Before it even suggests the flight, it runs the third skill, the calendar coordinator. This one has special permission to see Alex's private calendar. And right away, it spots a problem. The flight takes off right when he's got a marketing meeting. Uh-oh. And this is where it all comes together. A basic tool would have just failed, or worse, booked a flight Alex couldn't even take. But TravelBot synthesizes the information from all three skills. It presents the great flight, points out the scheduling conflict, and then proposes intelligent solutions. That right there is the massive difference between a simple tool and a true agent.
So that TravelBot example really shows just how powerful this whole modular approach is. So let's quickly break down why building agents this way is such a game changer.
So this skill-based system gives us a few huge advantages. First off, security. Each skill is siloed. It only sees the data it absolutely needs. The calendar skill has no idea what the flight prices are. Second, reliability. For the price, it used a direct API call, which is deterministic. That means it's going to give you a factual, reliable answer, not just the LLM's best guess. And finally, efficiency. It only loaded the specific information it needed for each step, exactly when it needed it.
And what's really cool is this approach directly tackles two of the biggest headaches with large language models. First is the context window trap. An LLM has a finite memory. You can't just shove the entire company handbook into a single prompt. Skills fix this by loading knowledge just in time. The second is the jack of all trades problem. General models are, well, they're average at everything. Skills let you call in a specialist, like a legal expert skill, only when you absolutely need that specific expertise.
Now, here's a quick technical point that's worth clarifying. Agent skills are not the same thing as the underlying connection tech.
often called a Model Context Protocol, or MCP. The best way to think about it is like a hardware store. MCP is the aisle that gives you access to all the tools, but the agent skill is the expert employee who actually knows how to use those tools to solve your specific problem. So skills give you the how, the protocol gives you the what.
So now that we get what skills are and why they're so important, where is this all headed? Well, the future of AI agents is starting to look a lot like the app ecosystem we already have for our phones.
We're seeing three big trends emerge. First, vertical agents. These will be AI that come preloaded with a deep bench of skills for a specific industry, like law or finance. Second is no-code skill creation, which means a subject matter expert, say an HR manager, could teach an AI a new skill just by explaining it in plain English. And finally, and this is the big one, skill marketplaces. Literally an app store for AI, where you can just download a Salesforce integration skill and instantly give your agent brand new superpowers.
And listen, this isn't some far-off sci-fi dream. The market for AI agents is projected to absolutely explode, hitting over $52 billion by 2030. This isn't a small step. This is a massive technological shift from passive AI to AI that takes action.
Which leaves us with one final and kind of mind-blowing thought. Once this all matures, and giving your AI a new, complex ability is as easy as downloading an app on your phone, what are we going to build first? What huge problems will we finally be able to solve when our digital partners can not only think, but actually finally do?